Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how to finally solve Rubik's Cube. You know, when I was a kid and an early adult, I tried this so many times and I just couldn't get it. Today I'm going to show you how to finally solve this cube in 8 easy steps. Before we start solving the cube, let's talk about the cube itself and how it moves. The cube has 6 sides, and each side is determined by a center cube color that never changes. Those center cubes never move. Also, the white side will always oppose the yellow side. The red side will always oppose the orange side, and the blue side will always oppose the green side. The names of the sides: this would be the front side, the right side, the left side, the up side, and the down side. The sides will either move clockwise or counterclockwise, clockwise or counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. However, when we're solving the cube, I won't say clockwise or counterclockwise. I will say front or front inverted. Inverted means counterclockwise. Right means move it clockwise. Right inverted means move it counterclockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. So let's start solving the cube. The cube is solved by what is called algorithms. An algorithm is a set sequence of moves to obtain a result. So let's learn the first algorithm. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. 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 Notice anything cool? Anytime any algorithm is done 6 times in sequence, it will return the cube to its original position. That is pretty cool. Now, we're ready to solve the cube, but first we have to mix it up. Once the cube is mixed up, the first step in solving Rubik's Cube is first to determine which side or color you want to be your temporary up side. It doesn't matter which color you choose. I always learned with the green side, so I'm going to stick with that. All right, first we want to solve what they call a green cross. We want to have green cubes in each of these positions here, irregardless of these corner pieces. So let's get started. First, let's locate the green and the red cube. Here it is right here. We want to put it here. So in this case, when it's at this position, all we do is rotate that front side to where the green and the red is in the correct position. However, it's not oriented correctly. The way we orient it is to perform this algorithm. Front inverted, up. Left inverted, up inverted. Now the cube is in the correct position and it's correctly oriented. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's do another one. Let's look for the green and the white. You rotate the cube around until you locate the green and the white. We want to put the green and the white directly under where we want it to go. In this case, it's already there. So remember, when it's directly under where you want it to go, you just rotate that front side to where it's in the correct position. In this case, we got lucky and it's correctly positioned and it's correctly oriented. Let's do another, the green and the orange. So rotate the cube looking for the green and the orange cube. Here it is right here. However, we don't want to mess up this cube right here. The way we do it is we move this cube to the bottom first. Rotate that side to put that cube on the bottom, move it out of the way, and then rotate that side back up. Now we have this cube on the bottom, but we didn't mess up what we've already done. Now simply rotate the green and the orange directly under where you want it to go, and then perform the front side turn to get it in the correct position, and again, it's not correctly oriented. So then you do that same algorithm. Front inverted, up. Left inverted, up inverted. Now it's in the correct position. Now our cube is the green and the yellow. So we locate the green and the yellow. Here it is right here. We need to get it to the bottom without messing this up. So we rotate that side, get it out of the way, and rotate this back. And we didn't mess this up. But we want to put the green and the yellow directly under where we want it to go. So we rotate that to where the green and the yellow is directly under the position we want it to go, and then simply rotate that down side to where it's correctly positioned, and in this case, it's correctly oriented. Congratulations, you've solved the first step in the puzzle. We now have a green cross. Step 2, we need to solve these green corners. Remember, I said this side is determined by the center color cube. In this case, it's the green, so we need to solve these outside corner pieces. The way you do that is kind of similar to what you've already done in step 1. To start with, we need to locate the green, the orange, and the yellow cube. So you rotate the cube looking for the green, orange, and yellow. Here it is here. The green, the yellow, and the orange. So we want to get this cube directly under the green, orange, and yellow side. Green, orange, yellow, green, orange, yellow. All right. The algorithm to solve this is one that you've already learned at the first. You simply do this. It may take 3 to 5 times repeating this algorithm until you get it in the correct position and correctly oriented. All right, what we've got is right inverted, right, down. And on the first, you'll notice it's in the correct position and it's correctly oriented. Then you just repeat that same step. Let's look for the green, the yellow, and the red. Here it is here. It is already directly under where we want it to go. And we want to perform that same algorithm. Right inverted, right, down, right inverted, right, down, right inverted, right, down. And you see it's in the correct position and correctly oriented. Good job. Our last corner is the green, the red, and the white. No, we have one more corner to go. Let's get that to the bottom without messing everything up. Remember, rotate that side down, move it out of the way, and move it back. We got the green, the white, and the red. So we want to put it directly under where we want it to go, which is right here, and perform that same algorithm. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down, 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 right inverted, down inverted, right, down. Now, the green, the red, and the white is where it's supposed to be and correctly oriented. Our last one is the green, white, and orange. Look for that cube. Here it is right here. We want to put it directly under where we want it to go and perform the same algorithm. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. And there you have it. Congratulations, you've solved the first step in solving Rubik's Cube, the first layer, and you can see that the sides automatically line up with kind of a small T. Let's move on to the third step in solving Rubik's Cube. You remember I told you earlier that this side would be a temporary side. The next step is to rotate this side to the bottom. It doesn't matter which side you have fronting you, but this has to be on the bottom. I always learned with it being on the bottom and the white side being facing me. This will be the third step. We now need to solve the middle layer's outside corners. The way we do that is we look on the top and we locate a cube that does not have blue in it. Here's one right here, the white and the orange. What we want to do is we want to rotate this around to the orange side, like this. Now, what we want to do now is to look at this color. We want to see if it's to the right, which it is, or to the left. In this case, it's to the right. Therefore, we want to perform one of two algorithms in order to get this cube where it needs to be, the orange and the white. Being that this white is on the right side, you perform this algorithm. Up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. Now you can see that the orange and white is correctly positioned and oriented. Let's do another. Now we want the yellow and the orange. Let's see if we can locate that. We look for a cube that does not have a blue in it. Well, we're not going to be able to do that side. So let's look for this one. The red and the yellow. So we want to put this right here. Now the red and the yellow is on the right side again. So we want to perform the right algorithm again. Right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. Now you can see it's in the correct position and it's correctly oriented. Perfect. Now let's look for another one. The orange and the white is already correct. This one is not correct. Let's see if we can find one that doesn't have blue in it. Here's one here, the yellow and the orange. Now, let's look for this color. It's on the left. So that means we have to do the second algorithm to solve this cube. That algorithm is up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. Now it's correctly oriented. and we haven't messed up our first layer. Now we have one more cube to get. Here's one that doesn't have blue, so we rotate that to where the white matches up. Then we look for this to be either left or right. It's on the right side, so therefore we do the right algorithm again. Up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. And there you go. You've now solved the first two layers of Rubik's Cube. Let's move on. The fifth step is sort of like the first step with the green cross. We need to solve a blue cross next. Now, when you go to solve the blue cross, you will notice you will have one of four possible positions of the blue cubes. You will either have a center blue cube, or you will have three blue cubes directly horizontally, or you will have a backwards L. Either one of those, the algorithm is the same. However, in this case, we have a backwards L. You simply rotate the cube to see if you have a backwards L, or a center blue cube, or a horizontal blue cubes. In this case, it's the backwards L, so we will perform this algorithm. Hold the cube to where the backwards L is on top, like this. Then perform this algorithm. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. And that will give you normally a horizontal blue line. You simply rotate it to the top and repeat that algorithm. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now let's take a look. Great. We now have that next step completed with the blue cross. Good job. The next step is to solve these sides here being correctly lined up, like you see here. But you see we have it here, but we don't have it here, here, or here. The first step in this step is to get two sides to line up, either side by side or opposing each other. So let's look. We normally can do that. So let's rotate the yellow and see what we get. We have the yellow lined up and we have the red lined up. Sometimes you will see a lineup in the front and the back. It doesn't matter what you will do. If it's that way, you perform the same algorithm, then that will give you the front side and the right side. This is what you want to do to solve the next step. You want to have one side to the right and the other side that lines up to the front or the back facing away from you. Then you perform this algorithm. Right, up, right inverted, up, right, up, right inverted, up. Now let's take a look. We have the red side lined up, the yellow side lined up, the orange side lined up, and the white side lined up. And we haven't messed up anything that we've done so far. Pretty cool, huh? Next step is we need to solve the top blue corners. First thing you need to look for is, are any of these top blue corners already correctly positioned and possibly oriented correctly? Let's take a look. We have the blue, orange, and yellow. Blue, orange, and yellow. This cube is correctly positioned, but obviously not correctly oriented. Let's look to see if another one. We have the blue, red, and white. No, that doesn't match up. Then we have the blue, orange, and white, no. And then we have a blue, yellow, and red, no. When you run into that type of situation, sometimes you'll have one or more in the correct position, and you may have one or two in the correct position and correctly oriented. In this case, we have one cube that is correctly positioned but not correctly oriented. Our goal, first off, is to get each of these cubes in the correct position without regard to correct orientation. The way you do that is to hold the cube with the upside being blue and the cube that is correctly positioned in this corner here, such as you can say it's in the lower right corner of the blue side. Then you perform this algorithm. Up, right, up inverted, left inverted, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. Now let's take a look. We have this cube correctly positioned, incorrectly oriented. We have the wrong position, wrong position, wrong position. So you repeat that algorithm, holding the cube where this cube is in the correct position but not oriented correctly. You may have to do this algorithm several times to finish this off. So we repeat that algorithm. Up, right, up inverted, left inverted, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. Now let's take a look. Correctly positioned, correctly positioned, correctly positioned, and correctly positioned. Perfect. Okay. Now, in this situation, it doesn't matter how you hold the cube as long as one of the incorrectly solved cubes is in that same up bottom right corner. But you hold it like this and you perform this algorithm. You may need to do this algorithm over and over until you get a cube that has a blue color on top. That's your focus. Now let me say, in doing this step, you may notice it's completely messing up everything that you've done. But trust me, it all comes together in the end. It always helped me to focus on this position here rather than what's going on around the cube. Therefore, it won't mess me up. When I see a blue cube here, I stop. So let's perform an algorithm that you've already learned, which is the first algorithm in this video. Let's get started. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. 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 Stop. Once you get a blue cube on top here, stop. Don't worry about it being oriented because it most likely will be. Now you can see it looks like it messed up the cube, but trust me, it's not. The next step, take your next unsolved cube and simply rotate it to that same position, which is the up bottom right position. Repeat that algorithm. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. 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 Stop. Now you see you have another cube on top. Although it's correctly positioned, it's incorrectly oriented. Don't worry about that. Continue to hold the cube the same way. Rotate the next unsolved cube to that bottom or that upper bottom right position. and repeat that same algorithm. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down, right inverted, right, down. Now you have another cube that's blue on top. It too is incorrectly oriented. Rotate the next unsolved cube to that same position and repeat the algorithm. Right inverted, right, down, right inverted, right, down. Now, you are one step away from solving the cube. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I made it easier for you. Like I said, I wish I would have had this video years and years ago, but I tell you, it's fun to do. I'll leave a cheat sheet at the end of the video that you can refer to whenever you're learning to solve the cube. The only thing you need to commit to memory, even if you're using the cheat sheet, is how to hold the cube and committing that to memory. Well, there you go, guys. Rubik's Cube solved the easy way. Thanks for watching.